even if simple life is common and exists on many planets around other stars, it's of course a separate question whether it is likely to evolve into anything we might recognize as intelligent or complex. That's a separate question. Of course, some people already know, those who've seen UFOs or been abducted. And in the UK, where I have the title of Astronomer Royal, I get quite a lot of letters from these people. I tell them, isn't it a pity that these aliens came here and all they did was despoiled a few cornfields, making corn circles, met a few well-known cranks and went away again. And I tend to get these people to write to each other rather than to write to me. But perhaps someday we will have real evidence. Perhaps one day the SETI searches, again being spearheaded near here, will succeed. I think it's very, very important that these are being done. Because even if the signal that is detected is very boring, a list of prime numbers or the digits of pi, it would carry the momentous message that concepts of logic and physics weren't limited to the hardware in human skulls. It wouldn't prove there was consciousness out there, but it would prove that there was some kind of intelligence, either organic or some sort of computer. Now, if there is anything out there which is sending such signals, would we have a common culture with them? Well, we would. Not just mathematics, but even if these aliens live on planet Zog and have 7 tentacles, they'd be made of the same kind of atoms as we are. They'd gaze out, if they had eyes, at the same cosmos as us. They'd trace their origins back to the same Big Bang. So we would have a lot in common. But of course, as you know, even if they are around a nearby star, signals would take many years to reach us. So we would have plenty of time to compose a measured response if we wished, but no scope for snappy repartee, as it were. On the other hand, perhaps these searches will fail. Earth's intricate biosphere may be unique, and that may be disappointing, but it would have its upside, because it would entitle us to be less cosmically modest, because our tiny planet could then be the most important place in the galaxy. Perhaps even a seed from which life could spread through the entire galaxy eventually. But it's an old saying that absence of evidence isn't evidence of absence, and of course, even if the SETI searches reveal nothing, there could be intelligences out there that are leading contemplative lives and not trying to communicate. Or there could be some that we couldn't recognize because they're so different from anything we can conceive. There might even be such things in our solar system. And of course, if there are aliens out there, some of them may have insights which are more advanced than anything we can pose. They may have intelligences far ahead of ours. Just as quantum theory would flummox a chimpanzee, so there may be aspects of reality that humans will never grasp, but which would be grasped by our remote descendants and may be grasped already by aliens if they are out there.